Hello everybody and welcome to the Yogscast. Today we are outside of Yogs Towers.
Okay, tell them what just happened then.
Tom from the Yogscast just walked in.
I don't believe you, first of all.
Rail doesn't believe me that Tom was just there. I was like, I didn't want to be too... Is it because I wasn't too excited? Because I didn't want to like spurge out when Tom was there.
No, because I know you're like a Mr. Ha-ha person.
So, okay, should we explain who the Yogscast are?
No, this is fucking going on YouTube.
Well, that lady in the bar, I said, hey, do you know the Yogscast? And she said,
yeah,
no.
because she's a normal human being. She's not like
one of my fans.
They're not the beautiful, wonderful people that watch this podcast, so...
Oh, that's very kind. I fucking hate you guys. And you should leave a dislike, report the video. The Yogscast, they made Minecraft. They made Minecraft videos. They made Minecraft what it is today, I think. I think without the Yogscast.
You could say that.
Yeah, your Minecraft wouldn't be what it is. Your name's Rail.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're in Queen's Square right now, in Bristol. And okay, yeah, let me Google image search Tom Yogscast, and hopefully he didn't really face us, but hopefully this will.
Wait,
hold up. Here it is. See? That's him from the Yogscast.
Mate, come on. That's like a white guy with a beard.
And a white guy with a beard was there smoking, and then walked inside.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess I can see the resemblance, but I'm not too sure.
I watched them, and I can tell you.
What does his voice sound like on the podcast? Like
he has a laugh that's like. He sounds like that.
Okay.
I'm Tom. Hello, I'm Tom.
Yeah.
Who's the terrorist in this game?
Do you watch the fucking Let's Plays and shit as well?
Yeah, I'm a fan of the Yogscast. That's why we're here. You're here because you like Jar Media, who call themselves the Yogs.
Yeah. Explain like how we actually fucking met then.
So we met through watching this YouTube channel called Jar Media. And obviously the Yogscast, they've got all their popular Minecraft series, and they had a Yogs pod.
Isn't it weird that they're still called like Jarcast?
Yeah, well, why is that weird?
Because
they've all left.
No, because Ruben's left.
Yeah, so, okay, now to explain who Jarcast are, which most people definitely won't know who these guys are. They're like a very small podcast channel who me and Rail have been watching. And, you're right. So what you?
I'm doing.
Hello.
Hi.
What are you guys doing?
We're doing a podcast. Do you want to say a few words?
Yeah.
Do you know who the Yogscast are?
The what?
The Yogscast?
The Yogscast.
Do you know they are right there?
Yes, I knew they were from Bristol. I didn't know they were from
What is it?
right in there.
They make Minecraft. They're in there right now recording Minecraft.
It was his idea to literally come here, point a camera right at it, and just film right in front of it.
So there are people in there doing something really cool right now.
And we're out here trying to be cool.
Yeah. But
They might give us a job.
Keep it up,
and they
guys.
might come out and say
I
hi.
didn't know they were still making videos.
Yeah, they still. Most people don't. They don't really do Minecraft anymore. They do like GTA. You know, Gary's mod.
He watches them. I barely know who the guys are.
Yeah, we just.
Vince had made a Minecraft video when he was younger, and it went viral.
Did I?
How many views did you get?
Sorry, I think she meant to say Club Penguin.
Oh,
Yo,
Club Penguin. How
that's
many
sick,
views?
though.
160,000. Not
Whoa.
flexing.
I mean, that's better than Minecraft. Like Club Penguin is like for ballers. That's sick.
Did you ever play the Connect 4 game in Club Penguin?
Of course, yes.
Were you good at it?
Yes, it was really good. It's my favorite game.
Yeah. I'm good at Connect 4 because of Club Penguin.
Maybe I'll play
Wait,
you
how
one day.
many views?
160k.
160k, and that was like 10 years ago, so that's a lot.
I've never got that many on one video.
Yeah.
And
How
I try.
What's the most views you've got?
I got like almost 100k once.
Nice.
You were in like a pretty big like TikTok. I remember that.
Right now?
Yeah. Do you want me to type it in on your phone and you can subscribe? I've got 2,000.
You're like real life promoting right now.
Yeah. What sort of content do I post? I post podcasts like this, and then I also post. I kind of run around like a maniac. I'll be silly around people, you know.
Like pranks.
Kind of pranks, more like I kind of tell people I'm doing an interview, but really I'm trying to...
He plays a character and then just fucks with anyone that he meets, basically.
Yeah. Not doing that right now though. Rail thought I was earlier. This is just me.
I love that.
Cool.
What are you guys doing today?
We just work in that building, so we're on our break time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, don't we? Like, we're on our break time now.
Yeah, we have scheduled break times, and we've got 1 minute left.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So what are you gonna do for the next minute?
We're going to walk back.
We're going to
Probably-
answer your last question for
Yeah.
us. Go.
Yes.
Real life war or video game war?
Oh my god. This is the question.
Neither?
This is the
No, but
question.
you have to pick one, and it's in the question.
Wait, real life war?
Real life
This is the character.
No, it's a real life war.
No, honestly,
Really?
I thought that when I first met him as well. He's just he's a bit goofy.
I don't recognize him. But we did see Tom earlier. Rail still doesn't believe me, but I promise.
So that guy isn't part of your cast, so that guy probably isn't either.
Seen Simon
You've seen Simon around here.
Wait.
walking just into that building.
You've seen Simon walking into that building.
I was actually.
Oh, well, that guy's from the other side. Look, Hats Films behind us. Hats Films. Look.
Oh, don't you open a can of worms.
See?
Guys,
Okay,
we
this
have
is-
access-
This is freaking me out.
That is guy from Hats Films.
Why didn't you get him to come over?
Oh, no, I don't want to be rude. I feel.
I mean, you do whatever the hell you want, mate.
What is his name? That is him from Hats Films though.
May as well do it. Like you've pulled up to their office. You may as well just do all that.
Just knock on their door, be like, let us in.
We actually have access to that building. We used to work in that building.
Really?
Yes, I know the code.
Can you let us in and we'll go and film?
But when he comes back, definitely get him in for a little interview.
You think?
Yeah, for sure.
You could definitely do all of that.
Do you believe me that he's from Hats Films?
If you believe it, then I'll believe it.
I believe it, because I know it is him.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
It's true. You know what?
So I got.
Microscope.
Mate, you've got 4 people here
Is he
telling
from
you to do it. You should definitely do it.
Okay, maybe when he's back from his break, I'll be like,
Yeah.
hey, do you want to come on?
Hey,
Do it.
do you mind if we could have a chat? We're actually doing a podcast.
As you can see, we've got a camera pointing directly at your building.
Tell him we're doing it about the Yogs first.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say we're doing
We're
a
shooting a
project on the
documentary.
Yogscast. Yeah, we're shooting a Yogscast
yeah.
documentary.
I love it.
Do you want to come on? I'll see you
thank
guys
you.
soon. Thank you for the
Appreciate it.
encouragement. I guess I honestly didn't think we would see anyone. I've seen 2 Yogscast members walk in and out, and I'm starting to get a little bit like, it's going to be like a constant thing, because that was, I promise you, I think it was, his name's Trot or something?
Trough.
Trot. Let me type in Hats Films, and did you get a look at his face? That guy?
I mean, yeah, kind of. I mainly looked at his hair.
Oh, yeah, so, okay, you'll recognize his hair. Hats Films. Look, this is so fucking creepy. Look, that's him there.
Oh, yeah.
It's him.
It's crazy.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I don't know what you expected. We are literally filming right outside the studio.
I thought maybe... I thought maybe they'll be too busy playing Minecraft.
What are they doing, like, inside there if they're not, like, recording or something? Like, they can't be, like, doing the fucking, like, taxes or some shit.
I think they record a lot, they edit a lot. I'm guessing
What, do they edit their own
they
stuff?
plan stuff. No, they have editors and shit.
Okay.
Hats Films might edit their own stuff. I know Hats Films is a bit more independent. And they make music. Hats Films make a lot more, like, stuff that I guess would be more effortful.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Holy shit, but I know they all probably do other things. Like, they all do live streams a lot on Twitch.
Do you have, like, questions and shit catered to this episode, then?
I do. I do.
Okay, cool. Because I imagine I was just talking about Hey Yogcast is a bit.
That's another fucking... I'm not kidding. Rail, I'm not kidding. Please believe me. That is another fucking...
Okay, fine. I'll believe you.
He's the other member of Hats Films.
Okay,
I'm getting like so fucking starstruck. You know what I mean?
Sure. I felt like the exact same way when I met Oliver. Like,
They were going that way. Yeah, I think we could maybe start to plan out their routes, figure out what they're...
like I've known you just through like a phone screen, you know.
Let me raise the camera a bit so then when they leave the door, you know what I mean? So then people know that I'm not just fucking making this up. So
You're gonna fuck up the framing completely, Oliver.
I know. Now when someone like leaves the building. Ugh. Do you want a question?
Yeah. How much do you edit this stuff?
Like, barely at all. Like, I might cut that out because that took us a couple seconds.
Yeah, sure.
Real life war or video game war?
I think I've been asked this question like 3 times in my life from you. And still to this day, I don't have a good answer. I should have thought about this, shouldn't I? I guess video game war.
But why aren't you so sure about it? Like, usually you'd be sure about it.
Because I think about it, and I think the last time, like, I was on an episode just with you and Ron, what are you staring at?
I'm honestly kind of despondent. Like, I thought you'd be. I don't know. I thought you'd have like an answer that you felt sure about.
I'm explaining my answer, right? So, the last time I was asked this, like, just with myself on a pod, I was like, oh, well, video game war wouldn't exist without real war, but a lot of real war that happens is very, very much comes from stupid origins, and they end up hurting a lot of people that shouldn't have been hurt. So video game war is a medium to where at least the people who work on it are being put under fucking terrible deadlines, are being underpaid and getting no support whatsoever, and then also that art is being completely unappreciated by any sort of people who say that they appreciate art, but hey, at least they aren't dying. So there you go.
Well, people who play video games like me don't get paid anything. So maybe figure that one out.
Have you ever thought about, like, hey, how can I start monetizing this channel? How can I start making, like, garbage content that will actually get views?
Or maybe I should just join the Yogscast, because they play video games and get paid.
Yeah. I feel like you'd be a good addition.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm a little, like, starstruck. I didn't think this would happen. I'm like, well, no, I'd be fine if it was, like, if you guys weren't telling me that I should talk to them, you know what I mean? Because then it's, like, fine just to sit here and be... But now I'm thinking, I should, shouldn't I? I should.
Don't think about the fact that a person that we fucking met online, like, we shouldn't have met in reality, but we have, and we're here right now. Think about that and how fucking crazy that is.
This is fucking nuts.
I know, like, it's actually inspiring.
You're saying I should try and foster a friendship with one of these guys and get in?
You can't get your mind off it, can you?
No, I'm kidding. The only guy who I would be friends with from the Yogscast left, and that is Terps.
What's the name of that guy who's always like a bit of a contrarian on the podcast?
Pyrian?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's very contrarian.
I think he's probably my favorite member of it.
Really?
I think so.
I love Sips. I think...
is Sips the guy with the beard?
Yeah, I think they all have beards.
Huh, interesting, okay.
I think they all have beards. See, I know what they look like. I know...
See, I know, like, the caricatures. It's like one guy has a ginger beard and one guy just like a normal white guy.
Yeah. They're all white. They're all white guys.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to get in. I'm black. I don't look too black on this camera, but I am black. It's the color
You
correction.
do have a darker pigment than me.
Yeah.
Or is that just because you're outside more than I am?
You know the Yogscast have a darker pigment? Pigment? Like, anyway.
I just hit the microphone with my tuff.
You heard what?
I just went like that.
Oh, it went on my tuff?
Hiya.
Hello. I'm biting on my mic. No, okay, I've got more questions, Rail. I don't want to think... Honestly, I don't really want to think... I don't want to meet my heroes.
No?
I think that's what I'm worried about happening is if I were to, like, say, hey, we're doing a thing on the Yogscast, do you want to come on it? No. And they walk off.
What's wrong with that?
Then I'll watch the Yogscast and I'll look at him smiling and I'll think, I've seen him angry. I've seen him, like, I've upset that man.
So you'll grow like an internal bias because they said no to you once?
Yeah.
No, I'm the same way, like,
I know, because you were trying to fuck me earlier, and I was like, no, Rail, and you almost
well, besides from that, and you rejecting me and me feeling terrible about it, I also think about how, like, one of my personal idols is MC Ride, and how in all the ways I've read how he is in person, he seems like a guy who's like very standoffish.
Okay.
And so I feel like literally if I were to see him on the street, I'd like 180 and just run.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't want to fucking bother the guy.
I think that's where I'm at. Like, I feel like I'm already like, I didn't even know whether I would want to do this, you know, just like film aiming at the building,
Yeah.
and then like the fact that people are actually walking out. You know what I mean? Usually I don't give a fuck what people think, but like I'm gonna like talk to these. I'll turn into a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I've been watching them since I was like 12, 13.
That's interesting.
And like I feel like I'm gonna immediately become a child and be like, hey, milk, dada, milk. I'll start saying that.
So what like the Jarcast like?
And then they jizz
joke?
in my mouth because men don't produce milk, so it'd have to be like jizz. Real life war or video game war?
What would you answer that? Keep up.
What? Why is your name spelt wrong?
Because it's of African origin.
Oh, that's why you love black people.
I mean, sure.
Shampoo in mouth or gravy inside of? Hold on.
What?
Shampoo in mouth
Yeah.
or gravy inside of mouth?
What's like? What's the difference between in and inside?
You could just answer. I mean, you could stop trying to be
I don't
difficult.
understand the question.
Well, you're being difficult.
I'm not
Is it-
being difficult.
you're being
I'm trying to understand the question better
Rail?
so I can give you a more accurate answer.
No, you're being very, very difficult.
I'm
So
not-
I'll skip the question.
No, okay, no, I'm actually not. So explain the difference between in and inside.
It's a fucking two substances. Gravy and shampoo.
Is it both like they're being poured into my mouth?
Look, I'll ask it again. Okay.
I'm gonna say gravy then, because
Inside?
so you're talking about inside, like through an orifice that's not my mouth.
No, it says inside your mouth.
Yeah. So what are you getting at me about inside or inside?
Well, I know what I would pick, and it is a better answer than yours. What's your favorite black revolutionary?
I asked him this like yesterday.
I said Django Unchained. Obviously.
I like James Baldwin a lot.
Yeah, James who?
James Baldwin.
Oh, okay. Is he bold? Like bald?
No, he's not.
Does he win a lot?
I mean, he was a revolutionary in the 60s. I don't know if he's alive anymore. I mean, he might still be alive. Like people like Farrakhan are still alive and shit.
Who?
Farrakhan, he was like a leader of what? Like he was part of like a Islamic movement in America,
Okay.
and they talked a lot about they have this but anyway, who cares? Yeah, James Baldwin has this really good interview where he came to Britain. I think he went to Cambridge and he debated William F. Buckley, and a lot of the stuff that he said on that, I heard it when I was very young, and it impacted me a lot. And I think like that was my gateway into start learning more about like the topic.
Oh, okay.
Because already I was like really getting into hip hop, and I was like, if I want to appreciate hip hop, I think I need to learn about like at least this history. You know, people talk about like being of culture and being a visitor, or being a tourist, but I try to be as connected as I can to it.
Do you feel like you understand the music better now, having done that?
Well, there's always going to be a level of not understanding, because I'm a white guy from Britain, and these are like number one people in America talking about American issues. But I feel like in a lot of the ways, the points that they make, I sort of understand the origins a bit more, and like I've like the most basic example, right?
Yeah.
You hear like a Wu-Tang song and it has a lyric like, I don't know, kill all white people or shit like that, and you hear
That's racist.
well, yeah, you hear it from an outside perspective and you have that conclusion, but when you look into a lot more of the history and the history that you can look up really, and actually like listen to people speak about these issues and trying to learn a little bit more about like the history of like redlining, and like the battle for civil rights, all that different like type of stuff, like a lot of shit. You start to understand a bit more that these things are just a bit more hyperbolic, but they're speaking to like bigger sentimentality that is justified.
Would you not say though, like maybe maybe you shouldn't kill people?
I used to think that. I don't really think anymore.
You think you should kill people?
I think there's certain people that will be better
like
affected.
white people.
Not all white people.
But that's what the song's saying, and I'm not white, so I'm not offended, but I'm offended on behalf of white people. Like you are, like I don't want you to die, Rail.
You're like Jordan Peterson, where you're like, oh, there's an attack on white people and shit like that.
Well, you literally said the song lyric is "kill white people." I
mean, I'm extremely paraphrasing, but.
Oh, okay. It was more like kill some white people.
Yeah, they said kill these specific white people.
Yeah. All right, that's fair enough. Because there's definitely white people who've got to go. There's definitely black people who've got to go though.
Oh no, there's totally like what fucking the amount of African countries that's just like ran by like coups and like dictatorships that doesn't give a fuck about like the country's economy at all, to the point where when a lot of people, they want to prosper to a certain point in that industry, they have to like immigrate out of those countries to actually be able to make any like serious like through line in their professions. Then I would say there is a big like fucking problem.
Whenever I hear that door, I'm like, Lewis? No, I would go to a boxing club, and talking about immigration, there's like people there who have literally been through unimaginable hell to get here.
100%.
Like they've been on multiple times, been on boats, in the freezing cold, their family members who are babies just freezing to death on boats, not even knowing like who's frozen to death until the lights come back on.
I have a mate who's talked about how like fucking he would have like guns put in his face and shit.
Yeah. Beaten almost to death. I mean, fucking hell. But it's like the thing is though as well is that that's why like, I think boxing is good for a lot of them, because they're kind of used to fighting, and it's good to try and channel it into like something that isn't trying to kill each other.
I mean, I don't know much about boxing, but I'll take your word for it.
Boxing is like you punch. So it's like a fight.
Oh, interesting. So what, do you punch like a board?
It's sometimes a bag and sometimes each other, but not too hard because it's just training.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So it's like petting.
Do you want to do it? Do you want to do a little bit boxing?
Yeah, sure. Let's like shadow box. Yeah.
All right. So okay, let's go down here like this, and all right. So come down lower into the camera. Yeah, just like that. And now and now up like that. So are you left or right-handed?
Oh wait. Have you ever watched like wrestling?
Have I ever watched wrestling?
Yeah. Have you ever seen in like super fucking wrestling clips where like they go like face to face and they're like?
Yeah. Shall we do that and then
yeah,
kiss?
let's do that on camera. Make
okay.
it the thumbnail.
But we gotta get the Yog Tower in it.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you go back a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Sick.
Oh fuck, we didn't even box. Whatever, who cares? Look, I've got more questions.
Sure.
Real. Let's get this back on track.
Sure. That's the first time someone has made a joke about my name and it's actually funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it would sit, you know what I mean? Because I could have said, let's get this back on the rails. Let's get this back on track.
I would have people like in school who would be like, oh, choo choo, and that's meant to be funny.
I'll try that one in a bit.
Okay.
Who is your favorite? I'm kidding. Any dreams lately? Wait, it's fine. It cut out. It's who?
Recent dreams. I don't know. I haven't been sleeping too well recently. I haven't been dreaming a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's because like my work schedule. Like I sleep at very like infrequent hours now.
That always
It's
fucks
a very
me up.
interesting
Yeah.
to your audience, I'm sure.
That's why, just shut the fuck up. Maybe. Like, have you ever thought about just not talking? Good, because just do that. Because, I asked you a question, and the only reason I asked is so I could maybe tell you about my dream. That's the only reason. Whoa! Well, that's sick.
I'm sorry. I was trying to do this to your microphone.
Can I give it a go?
Yeah, go on.
How's it go?
I'll let you figure it out.
There's not much in there.
That's enough.
Is it got nicotine in it?
But pronounce that properly.
Huh?
Pronounce that properly. You're fucking with me. Like, you literally showed me you have a vape. You know how.
I know how to do it. But I have asthma, so it's not
Wait,
good for me.
why have you painted your nail?
Oh, I'm gay.
Okay.
Someone at the pub asked me that the other night.
Is that a gay thing? Just like to paint your fingernail?
Well, I went to the pub, and my friend, her father was there, and was like, "Oh, fuck," he was drunk. "The fuck is that? Fuck is that now? Fuck." And I was like, "I'm gay, and I'm gonna fuck you." That's what I said to him. And he went, "What?"
That's sick.
Because I knew that's where he was taking it. So I was like, "I'm just gonna take it right fucking there."
You're
And then I went to my friend, I said
you're
to
very
her,
like quick-witted, aren't you?
"I'm really clever."
Yeah.
And I went to my friend, I was like, "Hey, can I man rape your dad?" But he was laughing, I wouldn't have mentioned raping him unless he was already giggling, He was giggling at the idea of being raped.
Can I add this? I mean, your gaggle might not like this, but why
Sorry.
You're like gaggle. Like, you might
gaggle?
not like this.
What's a gaggle?
And gaggle is like a collective of people who might be a bit silly.
Oh, a gaggle. Oh, yeah, gaggle, yeah.
So yeah, gaggle.
Next Yogs cast member I see, should I? No, sorry, whatever.
Why do you think people like inherently just don't like the fact that trans people exist?
That transport exists?
That trans people exist.
Oh, you're talking about my transphobic friends. I don't know if they're like... So, this is like Ron and others, and Ron and Co. I'm not sure whether they like...
No, I mean...
No, he loves trans. He's an ally.
I used to know Ron a bit. Like, I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking more like... I've met a lot of people in my life to where you just mention something trans and they get angry straight away.
I don't understand the anger of it. I think Ron's perspective is that so Ron views it as a
Like, I know he's a bit of an absurdist, so I imagine he's just like trying to be funny.
He's mainly using it to be funny, and he's also doesn't like rules, and it's like, you can't make fun of trans. That's the new thing. You can't make fun of trans people.
Yeah,
and it's like, and Ron sees it as like an inherent. Not only he sees it as an inherently funny thing, but he's also being told not to make fun of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, but
Hi, mate.
hello. Who's that?
I don't know.
He's just looking at us.
Yeah.
I thought that's like the one member that you know of the Yogscast. But then, like, I think his perspective on it is he sees it as like a fantasy or a delusion. You know what I mean? And any other kind of like delusion that anyone would have, you would never feed into it. Like, it's just like completely medically wrong. You know what I mean? Like, if someone like believed something crazy, you'd never believe. Go into it.
I've heard like people say that before, that like it's like a mental like disability for like people to like indulge in like trans shit. But I think that's just like a carryover from like stupid like religious perspectives. I'm like friends with like some trans people who like may deal with like mental health shit and whatever, but if you actually decide to like indulge in that within yourself or actually get to know people, you'll learn that like a lot of those conditions exist in other people, and like being trans isn't just like a instant like prerequisite.
Right, yeah. I mean, I don't see it as very harmful, to be trans. I don't think I think you're right that people it can be separate, you know what I mean? There's not like the men. They don't come in to. You know what I mean? Like
I guess it's also a thing as well of like, you know, early internet days where everyone say like the M-word and shit. Like, it's just like an edgy thing that's like quick to be funny because you know someone's like mad at it. You know.
Yeah, I definitely like to do things I'm not supposed to, such as saying the forbidden word making fun of trans and whatever. But I just don't give a shit. Like, if you want me to, the only thing that might annoy me is if, like, you know, you expect me to, like, know. Like, if you tell me what to call you, then I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit. I'll do whatever.
Like, I've heard like a lot of trans people talk on this as well, where it's like they get annoyed at other people who's like, oh, how do you not know like my pronouns straight away and shit like that, and it's just like.
So we'll put in some fucking effort if you want to be.
No, it's just like the courtesy.
Get rid of that fucking stubble.
It's just a courtesy of being willing to say, oh, hey, I'm actually like this pronoun, and it's like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Or if the person like actually gets offended by it, then it's like, oh, all right, then you know I don't even need to indulge in your existence anyway.
Yeah. I agree. I think I'm gonna go trans. For a bit.
For a bit.
Yeah. For a little bit, not for a fun. Not saying I'm gonna do it in a funny way, in a bit way, but just for a bit. I'm just gonna be like, for a little bit.
It would be interesting to like actually go full out, like, you know, wearing female clothing, like putting on makeup or whatever, and walking around and just be really casual about it and see how many people you like have legitimately get mad at you.
Yeah, I've considered doing that for a video, but I think I don't want it to be interpreted as
you mocking it.
Yeah, because
fair enough.
I genuinely don't like. I actually wrote a whole video around it and spoke to Lucy Rose about it. And she was offended. She was like, "No, you can't do it." And I said, "Well, you know, I think you're misinterpreting what I'm trying to achieve with the video." But at the same time, like, probably most people would. I don't know, but it's something I still might go through with, just because I think it'll be very. It's an interesting subject.
I mean, you do whatever the hell you want. If people get angry at it, then you know that's just like the prerequisite.
I mean, because you said you might go to Detroit, do blackface. Well, it's a similar thing.
Yeah, it's quite similar. Yeah.
Just to fit in, not in a racist way.
Just to fit in.
Yeah, you said that. You said. No, Rail didn't say that. I'm making stuff up. But I'm not making stuff up about this being the Yogs Tower. What if I was gaslighting you this whole time? I had all those images lined up. This wasn't even Yogs Tower. It was over there.
Don't say that shit, man. I'm only like. I only just like a few minutes ago accepted that you exist.
Yeah, when we first met earlier, you were doing this. You were like,
well, yeah, because I was like freaking out because I was like, how is this dude actually real?
I'm online, but like it's
no,
in person,
it's particularly
it's on a camera into the screen. Does that make sense?
It's like. Well, it would be the same if I met any person who I first met online in person. I'd be like, what the fuck? You're actually like a human that exists?
Do you know what any of the Yogs cast look like?
Not really. I keep on knocking the mic, I'm sorry.
I think we might have, missed our opportunity to talk to them, and I'm kind of relieved by that because I just honestly, like, approaching like a random stranger is like...
But you don't want to bother people like that.
Because it's just because they probably get bothered a lot. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I might, say one walks by, I'm not going to go up to them, but maybe I'll just be
the fact that we're doing this is already like a bit of an intrusion,
that's what I'm feeling.
You don't want to go a step further.
But maybe if I see one walk by, maybe if I see a Yog walk by, I might just be like, "Hey Trot, how you doing? Want to come over?" Oh. Nope. All right.
I mean, do whatever the hell you want, mate.
I'm not going to... I don't want to be like those TMZ guys,
Yeah, I imagine the Yogcast get a lot of TMZ people bothering them.
Imagine if we came here and there's literally just like paparazzi everywhere.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm like, I think I'm just like on edge from, just, hey there. Just, because there's also members I wouldn't recognize that might be around,
Have you ever like... you're in like a particularly good mood, so you're like, you know what, I'm gonna try and say like hi to everyone on the street.
I've done that before, yeah.
I've done that a few times, and I don't know why I let myself get disappointed, but I always get really disappointed.
Oh, 'cause
by,
people,
by,
like-
by just like how shy like the British public is. You know?
I see. Yeah. Yeah. I try. I know what you're saying, and I do this. I would do that because I would do like portraits. Go
Yeah.
around doing portraits, and so like sometimes I'll ask people, and they'll be like dressed very extravagantly, and I'll think this person will want to be a portrait.
Yeah.
And then they just don't, and I'm like, or they just don't talk to me, and I'm like, oh. I think it's like if you get into a rhythm of
Mate,
something.
don't you feel like the worst human in the world when like you just have to walk past a homeless person?
I actually don't like. What I'll do is if I can't give money, I'll just tell them no, can't. I'm sorry, I don't have it. I don't really ignore.
See, I can't help but feel guilty all the time. You know?
I kind of feel a bit bad, but like after also I've hung out with the homeless in Cambridge and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I've seen. They just deal with it all the time. You know, people rejecting them.
No, yeah, like it's obviously. I mean, I don't know. Like you must have like pretty fucking thick skin to be able to get used to the fact that people like just think you're invisible.
And also, you must have a pretty fucking thick skull to be homeless in the first place.
I mean, some people, yeah, I'd say so.
Like you when you were homeless.
Yeah, like well, yes,
Yeah.
like me.
You
I would agree.
Piece of shit.
No, it was literally me. Like 1 month I didn't pay rent at the place I was at, and no one said anything. So I was like, oh, I guess I don't have to pay rent now. And so I didn't for ages. And then
They
like,
kicked you out.
and then what? It was like. I think it was like a year or two ago. I just got randomly called down to the office and it's like, yeah, you owe us like 10k.
10k.
Yeah.
Fuck. They were letting it rack up.
I mean, I'm never gonna fucking pay it, so who cares? But
And then you're like, I'm out.
yeah, basically.
More people. Okay, so there's the fucking advice of the day. If you want to live somewhere for free, just do it and then acknowledge you might be homeless at the end of it, but it'll work.
Yeah, I literally slept in like a fucking like horse shed for like 2 weeks.
Wow. Well, at least you found a shed, I guess.
I mean, it wasn't fun.
Fuck. My car. Okay, so you've been through some shit, but let me tell you about this, Rail. So, the other night, I got so drunk, slept on the sofa. Don't laugh. I was fucking going through it. I was like so drunk that I like just slept on the sofa.
That is the most pathetic thing I've ever heard in the fucking
I
world,
had a
mate.
neck ache.
I can't believe that.
You know what? My neck still hurts a little bit.
Can you believe this fucking retard? He slept on the sofa. Can you actually believe this fucking dude?
Look, some of us have it hard.
Mate, no matter how hard you get, number one, you never sleep without an electric blanket. And number two, you never have someone who serves you your food. And number three, you never sleep on the couch. Those are like the rules.
Did the horse have an electric blanket? Did you sleep with a horse?
No. It was like, I thought it was abandoned. And then...
Hey there.
Alright, mate.
Are you drawing?
Pardon?
Are you drawing?
Yeah, sometimes.
Can I see?
No, it's just I've just come back from a meeting.
Oh, sorry. So you draw? I thought that was drawings in there.
This is just writing, but it's not drawing at the moment.
Oh, okay.
What are you guys doing?
We're recording a podcast.
Are you?
Have you heard of the Yogscast?
No.
That's not us. That's them. The Yogscast is there.
His idea was literally to just like grab the camera and film like right in front of their like studio.
Next Yogs we see, I might call their name and say, "Hey, you want to come on?" Should I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Have a good afternoon.
Yeah,
See,
cheers,
good
mate.
luck with your drawing.
You are such like. Do you have like any sort of like social anxiety?
Yeah, I was very anxious earlier when I saw Tom. Did you notice how quick? No, because before we started recording and Tom was right there, I was like, "Rail, that's Tom." And then you were like, "No, it's not." Like you saying "No, it's not" loudly was like making me think, "Oh fuck, no, keep it down." But that really is him. Like, it's like, I think it's because I've watched him since I was a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can't help but to become like a shy little kid when I'm like a fan
but
of someone.
Like outside of like that really hyper-specific scenario, it seems like you like you're able to speak your mind so willingly to strangers, and that's such like a foreign concept to so many people that I'm friends with.
Oh, thank you. I think yeah, I do like to try to speak my mind.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that you see that.
See, I feel like a lot of people's mindset is like, I shouldn't bother people with what I'm thinking, and also, why should anyone give a fuck? And so no one ever speaks their mind ever.
Yeah. I guess, honestly, like, if you spend enough time doing street interviews, you kind of just learn to realize, like, the onus is on the listener to be like, I don't want to listen. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Like, I've had enough people that I've approached just, like, you know, walk away from me or whatever the fuck, like, not want to talk to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so that's what people do when they don't want to listen. And that's what they should do if they don't want to listen. And, you know, I'll just fucking... Like, if you want me to shut up right now, it's on you. And
you look paranoid as shit. You keep on, like, looking
I'm spurging
around.
out. It's because I just don't want to miss the next opportunity. I don't want to be looking at this back tonight and think, fuck, that was fucking Lewis.
Well, no, it's going to be funny.
If I miss it.
Yeah.
It will be funny.
You know what? We might get posted on the Yogcast Reddit and get some call-up votes on our post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? We should do every episode here. I'll drive 4 hours. It was a fucking 4-hour journey. I'll drive 4 hours here.
I still feel really bad that you did that.
Well, you bought me pizza.
I mean, I don't think that justifies it.
If you buy me a candy,
What about like a Kinder Egg?
a Kinder Egg. If you buy me a Kinder Egg with a toy.
I'll buy you a Kinder Egg.
Yeah, okay. But you have to watch me build it. And then.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, cool.
Can we also like record it? And
Yeah, we'll record me building the Kinder Egg. Oh, that guy just volleyballed it right into that guy's hand, and then he went like, you see, you can't see, but he's shaking his hand. Fucking hell.
I'm so enamored with your existence. I'm not really looking at anything else.
That lady in the pub definitely thought we were gay.
That's fine.
Because I was ordering, and then you said something like, Oliver, you're so fucking hot, and something. You said something like that, and I said it back.
I mean, listen, I was very awkward when I first met you, and I just blurted out every single stupid thought I had.
I wouldn't blur any thought out that I had about you, Rail.
No, none.
No, none. I would hyperfixate on the thoughts.
I mean, you said I got my roadman fit on. That's what you said.
Yeah, I think you do though, but you look cool.
This is just literally like.
What t-shirt do you have on underneath?
Oh, I think I just got my Nike one.
Oh, a nice one.
Yeah. Oh, that's sick. That's tight.
Yeah.
You still have the shirt that you was meant to give me, like the one with the pony on.
Oh my god, I should have brought that, shouldn't I? Wait, no,
Yeah.
I think Ron has that now.
Really?
I think so. I can't remember.
Did you send it to him?
No, I think I accidentally left it in Chicago, or I did. No, it might be at my house.
You know what? It might just still be in that hotel.
No, oh wait, your hotel? Oh no, where we stayed in Chicago?
Yeah. Maybe
Hopefully
they've
not.
like pinned it up and hung it on the wall.
Yeah, maybe the person who owns it was actually called Rachel,
Yeah.
and she thought it was for them. Oh fuck!
She might have thought you were like a stalker or something.
And then we can't even get it back because we're like, no, it's not for you, Rachel. It's for my friend
it's
Rail.
Fine. Honestly, it's fine.
And it's like, well, why would it say Rachel if it was for Rail? You know? Oh fuck! Oh, we're not getting that back.
No. But it's fine. You know? Why don't you just be a bit of a minimalist, bro, and not own anything?
I almost went down that route last year.
I thought about it a lot, and I definitely want to get to that point in my life. Like, I think a lot about ego death.
Oh, ego death scares me.
I think about it a shit.
Because I think I'm very egotistical, and I think I think everyone is, and the moment you use your ego, you lose yourself.
No,
Don't you lose yourself if you lose your ego?
No, not at all. I hate that I have any sense of ego. I really do.
Really?
I hate that in a lot of ways I hate myself, and I hate that in a lot of ways I like myself. And I wish I could just get to a point where I look in the mirror and I'm like, yep, that's a corporeal figure that I exist in.
Right. You just want to be like...
I want to think nothing about myself.
You want to be one with the earth.
I mean...
Or one with the plane of existence.
I mean, I think... I don't know. I've had some pretty impactful experiences just being in nature, but I don't know if I could ever get to that point.
Were you drugged up?
No.
You were just like... Have you ever achieved ego death without drug?
What do you like? Would you say experiencing a sense of like euphoria is like indulging the ego?
Yeah, and that's what I don't want to lose. You know, I like to feel like,
But do you
I'm
need?
awesome.
But do you need an ego to appreciate things? Like, I guess to an extent, you need an ego to be able to criticize yourself.
I guess because the thing is, how I think is that I will relate everything back to myself, and I think I don't know if that's how everyone is,
No, that's how a lot of people think.
but like I will.
Because it's just a thing of like that's your most like common reference.
Yeah, it's your only. Well, I think it's your only frame of reference, really. I mean,
Well, yeah.
so I think if I lost my ego, I might. I'm sorry about how distracted I am. I am like looking at every single person's face.
I'm enjoying it as whatever.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's just like because I've promised myself I'm gonna say something, and so I'm like, you know what I mean. I want to see it coming, and then I can like think about what I'm gonna say.
So
I'm fucking derailing. Let's get this back on jail.
sure. Go
I
on.
want to lose my ego because I think if I lost my ego, then maybe I could get someone else's ego to replace it. You know what I mean?
Well, see, this is something I think about a lot, right? And I spoke about this with a guy recently. Like, the sense that what are you doing? Oh no! Come on, man.
Sorry. What were you saying?
What? Why did you do that?
I'm gonna change the bat. you. No, but you keep talking.
I thought you was gonna like fucking fart or something.
Oh no. You keep talking, but I'm gonna like change the
You're a
bat
fucking demon.
as you talk. Sorry.
I can't even. What was I gonna say?
You're gonna say give me £1 million?
Well, yeah, you should. You're a YouTuber, so obviously you have a lot of money.
No, you were gonna say that you were gonna give me £1 million.
Mate, I fucking live in a hostel. Oh shit.
Well, is a hostel okay? Because I want to, I want to go to France, and
No, I like live in like a homeless hostel.
is it bad?
You sometimes get some bad characters, yeah.
Like, do you live inside
But
of?
also, I've met some of the best people that I've ever had the privilege of meeting. You know.
Do you have to sleep in a room with other people? That's what a hostel is, isn't it?
Yes, I have. Like, most of the time I've been there, I've had to sleep in a room with another person, which
Right.
I'm never going to be able to get used to.
Yeah, because they're a stranger, right?
Well, yeah, there's that. And there's also, like, I don't know how much I could say, because there's a possibility of people seeing this, but
There's a possibility someone might see this.
yeah, exactly. So I won't say too much, but sometimes the person that you're in a room with, you might not gel with that great.
Oh, you're thinking of that specific person seeing it.
I haven't said anything to him, by the way, about this shit. For any of you people at who are gonna fucking make a big thing about this or something.
Well, you know, can't get along with everyone. They might hate you as well, you know, and they might be like, oh thank God.
No, that's the thing. I've learned a little bit about the human condition of like people who go through the shit that like I've been through.
Yeah.
And like how you can turn out to be. And I guess that's like something that I don't like. I've had to develop, that I've had to learn how to judge people a bit better. Because when I went into the hostel at first, I was very much like, I don't.
I'm just staring.
I don't want to like. I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to get through like my time here, get back on my feet, and then fuck off.
Yeah.
That's the mindset that I had. But there were nice enough people there to where they introduced me to like the people there, and I've made some really good friends, and I've had some really eye-opening conversations. But
Because I'm thinking of going to France,
yeah.
and the thing is that I don't think I can afford to stay in hotels.
Right.
So I'm thinking of going to hostels.
Okay.
Like, do you think it's think I'm gonna get my stuff stolen.
I mean, not unless like you sleep with it.
Like, where do I have to? Is there places to put stuff?
I mean, I can't speak on this. I have a,
There's more Yogs cast members behind me right now, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know who that guy is. I recognize him.
No, you don't.
I do.
Who is he?
I don't know his like name and shit, but I know his face. Whatever, as a human being, I don't give a fuck.
He's right fucking there. He's from the Yogs cast. I watched him when I was a child.
So why do you want to go to France?
I guess because it's an easy place to get my car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my brother. Then we're just gonna drive around. I want to, but the thing is though, is I kind of just want to go. You know what I mean? I just want to go.
Well, you don't want to see any like art galleries or whatever.
I don't know. I don't know what I want to see. I just want to like.
Have you
I want
ever
to travel, but I want to drive, and like it's a big landmass. From
Yeah.
France, you can get anywhere. I could go to Africa if I wanted to. From France.
I would really like to go to Kenya. That's like on my bucket list.
Do you want to get in the car with me?
Well, go to Kenya right now.
Yeah. We'll get on the ferry right fucking now. No, I don't know though. The thing is though, is I want to like go travel,
Yeah.
and I might just stay in hostels. I have to stay in hotels while I'm there with my brother though, because he doesn't want to go to hostels.
Yeah.
Is hostels like a guaranteed like, sleeping in a room with a bunch of
Yeah.
people? So that's what you're gonna do tonight?
I mean, there's a difference between that's why one is a hotel and one is a hostel.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you are right now sleeping in a room with a bunch of people.
Right now I have a room to myself because I'm working. So, and also I have like really weird like sleep like patterns right now.
Yeah.
So they put me in a room by myself. But for like 80% of the time, I've like slept with another person. Yeah.
And do you sleep well?
It depends the person. Like I've had to deal with certain individuals who have been a particular nightmare.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
What have they done?
I'm thinking about if I should say it or not. Because on one hand, I don't want to go onto a fucking online thing and start shit talking people. But on the other hand, I love complaining about this person because I legitimately really hate him.
Oh.
You know what? Whatever. I won't be.
Is he
petty.
gonna see this?
I won't be petty. Whatever. That's not a good thing to do. So I'll stop myself.
Should I ask if they're from the Yogscast?
Do it, man.
Hey, excuse me. Are you guys from the Yogscast? Yeah. Did you want to answer a question for my podcast? We are filming a podcast.
Okay, it's not live streamed.
Not live streamed, filming.
Hello, you alright? How's it
Do you
going?
want to like...
Go on, put him in frame.
One sec, I'm just going to finish my cigarette.
You're going to finish your cigarette? Okay, cool. Are you from the Yogscast? So I listen, but I don't see faces, you know what I mean?
We're just behind the scenes.
You're just behind... Because I think I've seen
Everyone
your
enjoy
face.
this for a little bit.
I've been
He's fangirling.
in content. Are you filming the front door?
We kind of just framed it like here.
I will have to check. We might need you just to move so you're not filming the front door. Just
Okay.
for privacy of people like walking in and out.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
And I know it's like technically
I
public.
knew this was going to happen. I knew it.
I know it's technically public, but I'm just concerned about the privacy of people coming out and
Should I just like...
being on camera.
Like, do you want to come in...
Just yeah,
Okay.
if we can avoid the actual front door being filmed.
Yeah? Would that be alright?
Yeah, just so people aren't being filmed without knowing, Jimmy.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Don't want people to know where they work.
It's public, but I'll have to double check. Not to. I don't.
We're honestly gonna wrap up soon anyway.
I don't want to piss on your chips.
I'd like you to piss on my chips.
But yeah,
What is your name?
I'm Dav.
Dav.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I know you.
So I do load of stupid bits for the Yogs.
Go on, Oliver. Tell him how long you've been watching Yogscast. Go on.
Oh, like a couple months. I'm not that big. Probably like the first YouTube channel I watched is the Yogscast.
It's a fantastic channel and fantastic people and stuff with a jingle jam as well. Just doing some great stuff, and it's nice to have a company that has the greater good as the end goal rather than like, hey, let's prank people and piss people off.
Yeah, I don't prank people. That's not like my bread and butter or anything. Okay, well, no. Okay, here's something. Rail might be pranking me. This is my friend Rail here.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I think he's pranking me. Rail said that he interned at the Yogscast. Is this true? Have you seen his face?
I have not.
Okay.
I said it like
He was
one off,
gaslighting me.
thinking that you wouldn't believe me.
I'm not sure. I can't confirm or deny.
Okay, so you've definitely worked there.
I've definitely worked there.
Okay, you guys know each other.
Yeah, oh, well, we go way back.
I actually own the building.
We go way.
You go way back on the track.
Oh yeah, but he owns the building.
Yep.
Doesn't we haven't got any heating in there. The floods. When we saw
Well, it makes you guys work harder.
When are we sorting the floods?
Wait, is the flood still happening? I remember seeing a video on the floods.
We finally got to the bottom of the floods. Internal guttering, we call it. So all this square, they're all like fancy, nice buildings. And back in the day, people were like, ooh, we don't want gutters to be showing on the outside. We'll move them indoors. But do you know when a gutter, there's a blockage and you see all the water spilling onto the street? Instead of it spilling onto the street, it spills into the building. So, so we've had like knee lengths worth of water. It is wild that we're still operational and it managed to just avoid
like
all our...
knee length.
Oh, like if it hadn't gone down, it was filling up tubs. This is like a year ago as well. We've
buckets emptying it every like 5 minutes.
And what, were you guys still like editing videos and shit?
with raincoats on like Niagara Falls. Not quite, but it's always happened. Luckily, like when people are in the office, so we can like, oh shit, let's sort it out.
Yeah, you don't come to like a swimming pool.
Yeah, you have your armbands on.
Did you ever consider changing business? To like you could get people in to swim.
Oh yeah, we did that at Lido. It was nice.
Yeah.
So if we got a Frosties 20 meters.
It was really hard.
Yeah.
It was hard.
So yeah, I'm gonna head back in. But yeah, it's not to piss on your chips. I know you're almost at the end, so that's great. But if we can avoid filming the front door, just so there's no nasty surprises when people come out like picking their noses, and then
You guys don't pick your noses. You do what?
Right.
Oh my god. Okay.
Said it
Nice to
now.
meet you.
See you guys. Have a good day.
I've heard rumors that Lewis picks his nose a lot.
Don't spread that. Oh god, Rail, they're gonna see this now. Well,
I think you finally achieved what you wanted.
we achieved what we wanted.
Yeah.
And
But I want you to get through the rest of your questions. We're not done yet.
I think I might have already got through them. Let me just make sure.
We were having a good existential conversation, and then
We were, and I've, why do you spell your name wrong? Oh, I said, so I wrote this before I knew anything about Bristol. Why are you moving to such a fucking shit place? I actually like Bristol.
No, and this is honestly like, from the time I've been here, everyone I've met is really nice. Oh look, they got like the whole carnival thing all set up.
Yeah, I remember earlier when we were calling, you were telling me about that.
That's sick. But no, yeah, and, like everyone I've met so far is really nice. I actually, I work with a guy who's like immigrated over here. Well, he's on like a student visa, and he's like studying law and shit. And he taught me about like the economy of his country and shit. And it was like super fucking interesting. I've met like a lot of like really interesting characters like that.
In your work.
Yeah, and I've also while I was walking over here, I saw like a shit ton of hipsters.
Really?
A shit ton, mate.
How could you clock that they were hipsters? What were they like?
Okay, so I saw one guy who had like his side shaved. He had like a man bun, like string back man bun. He had glasses. He had this like sort of like brown like waistcoat on and whatever. And I was like, that is like the textbook like definition of like a guy who like fucking writes for like a video game, like fucking like newspaper or some shit,
Oh god, what a fucking asshole! Did you kick him?
No, honestly, I was happy that I saw.
Oh.
I was happy to see him because I was like, oh, like these people actually do exist. That's cool.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like hipsters. They think
No?
they're hip. I think I'm hip.
What do you think about hoppers?
Like grasshoppers?
No, like hoppers.
Like-
HOPPA.
Like this?
I wonder how long you can do this.
Oh shit! This is This is an official Yogscast cigarette.
Oh, I wish I had a lighter.
Sure, if we had a lighter, I might have one in my car. We could smoke a Yogscast cigarette.
This is how insane this guy is.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't really do that. But that is an official Yogscast
He's
cigarette.
definitely gonna do that, 100%.
I don't give a fuck. I don't get.
He's,
You know
he's
what?
gonna pick up later.
No, I'm not gonna pick up later. Do you know why? Because I just saw him. He wasn't all that. He was a human being like me.
Yeah.
And so was she. She was a human being. Then
Mate.
I thought they were like gods.
It was so mad. The first ever like music thing I saw live.
Do you like this angle?
Am I even okay? I'm in frame.
We're both in frame.
The first ever thing I saw live, I went to like a 3-day like hardcore / hip hop festival in Manchester, and Death Grips were performing.
Yeah.
And like I was like freaked out the whole time. I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna see that like empty ride exists. And then they did the lighting in a weird way to where they had like backlighting, so you couldn't see the front of them at all. So I still haven't seen empty rides like completely in the flesh. I don't think. Which kind of trips me out to think about.
What if you saw him and he wasn't even made of flesh? You went up to him and you saw he was made of rubber?
Do you want to know how fucking sucko I am about these guys? Like, I have him as my wallpaper.
Okay, that's a hot guy. Okay, he is made of flesh. I can see that he's made of flesh. He was basically naked in that picture.
He performs with his shirt off a lot, yeah.
So, like, when you sit on the toilet, don't you, like, get your phone... You know, you get your phone out on the toilet. Everyone does it. And you get your phone out, and then he pops up. Don't you, like... Dude, fuck! You know what I mean? The dick smashes against the toilet bowl.
Did you ever have that thing where you're like, am I gay? And then you try it out, and you're like, oh, I'm not.
You've told me about your... Are you trying to be gay before thing? You try to be gay.
It's a thing where... It's even to the point where I have a friend, and... She's talked about like, oh yeah, like gay people have like a gaydar, like they can just like notice it on people, and she's like, yeah, my gaydar went off for you.
Oh, she thought you were gay.
She thinks that I'm like suppressing some like feelings.
I don't know. I'm trying to look into your eyes and see if
Can you see like the gay like chromosomes on my eyes? Do my retinas have
you have a gay zone in your eye.
Do my retinas have a little twinkle to them?
No, gays don't twinkle. That's a misconception.
Oh.
No, gays do not twinkle.
You seem to know a lot about gays, Oliver.
Well, you know, I've myself, yes, I've tried to figure out if I'm gay, and I've had enough gay sex to know that I'm not gay.
You've studied them.
I've done my own experiments, and you know what? After a while, I mean, I've fucked more men than women at this point, and I'm not gay.
I actually have a really good story for you.
Yeah.
Oh man. So I was part of a travelling theatre group. And when we were going around, we went to Wales, and we were part of this thing where it's like 3 other colleges come to this one like theatre where you all perform the same play, and then judges like choose who did the best play. And while I was there, I met a guy who you know I was like given the eyes to. We were like sort of like that like sort of like awkward stage of like liking one another, you know, where you both know but you both like don't really say anything, you know. And then I started speaking to him like online for like a week. And then
Did you sext?
No. And then he started like going through something personal, and so we stopped talking. And fucking a few days ago, my mate Archie, shout out to you, Archie, you're one of the greatest humans alive. My mate Archie, he called me on Snapchat, and he's like, yo, remember that guy from the Wales thing? He is like, he's a massive pedophile.
Oh.
Massive pedophile.
So he was going through children.
Okay, so
into bussy.
So apparently he was friends with a guy who ran a WhatsApp group which had like a BBC presenter on it. You guys can look it up, but like a BBC presenter recently like got fucking ousted for like having like terabytes of child porn or some shit. And that guy who I was flirting with was on that group chat with that same fucking BBC presenter. Like,
do you think he realised you weren't a child?
I mean, he was still talking to me. I mean, I've always looked pretty young. Like, without the beard, I look like 15.
Oh my god.
But like, I didn't know how to interpret that for a long time.
Did you start to grow a beard while you knew him and he stopped talking to you?
I grew a beard like way after.
Okay.
But dude, like I heard about that shit and I felt like fucking like revolted, mate. It was terrible, and I had to like speak to my mates and like I had to be like consoled because I was like, dude, I almost went and met a pedophile, you know. And I'll say this, right? He was the first guy I've ever like indulged those sort of feelings with.
Oh, Rail, I'm sorry. your first gay interaction was with a pedophile.
It really fucked me up, man. that only happened like a few days ago as well.
This is, oh, Rail.
No, I mean like finding out that he was a pedophile.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is honestly kind of hitting close to home because like now I'm starting to feel bad. Like when shit comes out about me. All my friends. Like I thought, whatever. I'm just fucking myself up here. I'm gonna go to jail at some point, but have fun in the meantime.
That's a thing, right? I don't think you can ever get too popular because you have so many podcasts where you say like the worst fucking shit in the world.
Well, it's not just what I've said; it's what I've done to kids. And I'm like,
didn't you and Ron do like a baby episode where you guys are just talking about rape the whole time or something?
There's probably been a couple baby rape episodes.
And now a Yogcast member is on the same podcast that episode exists.
Yeah, I can understand. And you know what? They probably just knew who I was, and like, because you can film doors. You know what I mean? Like, if we wanted to,
well, they might have like employees working there who don't like to be on camera.
We could if legally. We could position the camera.
But you don't want to be a cunt.
No, exactly. That's why I turned it away.
Yeah.
But
you probably should have thought of that in the first place.
Well, I kind of knew that maybe, but I was also like,
but I wasn't even expecting people to be like walking out with it.
Quite a few. Oh, there she is again. That's the Yogscast.
Yeah.
That is the Yogscast. We got to get a picture though. With, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we're definitely getting a picture in front of her, 100%.
Yeah. You know what? I used to be a fan of the Yogscast. And they told me to turn the camera away. The Yogscast. I don't know. They're clearly hiding something.
Oliver, do you want to go ahead and send a specific message to the Yogscast right now?
Yogscast. No. Yogscast. You should have picked a better game to popularize. I always say Minecraft's my favorite game, but come to think of it, maybe if they like hopped on the Fortnite thing. Made that a bit more popular than it is.
Whatever happened to your Minecraft clone that you guys are making? Huh?
Oh shit, yeah, they were making a Minecraft. No, it's not Minecraft, it was a game.
This shit happened 10 years ago, but I am still personally mad that you guys did that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You're not a fan.
I'm not a fan.
No.
I just heard that once on the podcast and I talk about it and then I looked into it.
Yeah, didn't they talk about it on the Triforce?
I don't know. I haven't watched that many.
What episode of Triforce are you up to?
Mate, I don't know. I was just like going backwards on it. I really liked that like mail time episodes. I thought those were really fun.
Isn't every episode mail time?
That's a good one.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm gonna end it there because I'm worried that an even more popular Yogscast member will come along and I'll be like, oh fuck, So no, I would, if they did that, I would say hello.
One love.
We're gonna take a Polaroid now.
Oh, cool.
But we should do it at the door. We'll just wait a bit to see if it comes through. Bye-bye, Yogscast.
Black power.